everyone, welcome to Forbes Flash. Thanks for joining. Let's get started. And stick around because later we'll be talking about the best places to retire in the US. America's first billionaire president hosted his first state dinner this week, and the guest list was just as high-end as the menu and decor. In attendance were 7 billionaires, worth a combined $128.5 billion, and that's not even including Trump's $3.1 billion fortune. So who came? Rupert Murdoch, Bernard Arnault, and Steven Schwartzman were all in the room, each thanks to their different connections with Trump. And now onto a few stories you'll want to know about from this past week. Europe's fastest-growing unicorn got a lot bigger this week. Smartphone-based bank Revolut announced that it's quintupled its valuation to $1.7 billion, up from $350 million in October of 2017. That massive growth makes Revolut worth more than TransferWise and Monzo combined. Founder and CEO Nikolay Staransky's 30% stake is worth $510 million. When true crime author Michelle McNamara wrote her book about the Golden State Killer, she believed that the perpetrator would be found soon, and she turned out to be right. The 10-year rape and murder spree captivated the country decades ago, so it was no surprise that the news that Sacramento authorities arrested a suspect yesterday also stunned the internet. Though McNamara died in 2016, her tireless work on the case may have helped solve one of the most heinous serial killer cases in history. Back to the business world for a story that probably didn't get enough attention. The H-1B visas are all accounted for the 16th straight year. There's a congressionally mandated cap of 65,000 yearly for the highly sought-after visa, which allows skilled foreign workers to be workers in the United States. The cap was created long before the internet and other innovations, but within that context, it's a setback for technological progress and pushes innovation outside of the US. And now, which companies had a good week and which didn't? Ford beat expectations and benefited from a lower U.S. tax rate in the first quarter. The company earned $1.74 billion, or 43 cents per share, which is up 9% from a year ago. Facebook also reported strong first quarter results, beating estimates for both revenue and profits, despite data privacy problems and strong public scrutiny. The company is now writing a 12 straight quarterly revenue beat, driven largely by strong mobile ad sales. Nintendo finished up a comeback year with $9.6 billion in revenue and $1.6 billion in profit, a 500% year-over-year rise. The company has a few things to point to for the year's successes: the fastest-selling console in U.S. history, and hardware like the SNES Classic Edition. Despite impressive levels of expertise and investment in cybersecurity, even Apple is struggling to protect its product from security problems. A recently uncovered hack exploits iOS devices' trust in Internet of Things connected devices like connected TVs. The vulnerability lies in the MFI chip, which is how Apple devices connect to other smart products. It's a complicated process, but one that Apple needs to invest time and resources in to prevent problems in the future. Joining us now is Forbes' Kristen Stoller to talk about our recently announced list of the best cities to retire in the US.
This week we launched our list of the 25 best places to retire in 2018. We took data from about 600 cities across the country and narrowed it down to 25 of the highest quality places that are the most affordable to live in. We've been doing the list for about 10 years now, and we're looking for places that have affordable housing, good quality of life, are maybe more walkable, places that have strong health care, and we're ruling out places that have higher crime or not many doctors or the housing there is way too expensive. So we actually don't rank it 1 through 25. We weigh all of them the same. All 25 cities we consider the best. The most interesting thing is that for the 8th year in a row, Fargo, North Dakota has made the list, which is a bit weird because if you're thinking retirement, you're maybe thinking Florida, not North Dakota. But they have a really good air quality, low crime, a really good economy. People seem to love it, so. You only are going to see Pittsburgh. Pennsylvania is the only place in the Northeast because a lot of places in the Northeast are really hard to afford. When you're looking at New England or even, obviously New York City, it's really difficult to find that good affordability that you want in retirement when you're not making an income most of the time. We had some newcomers to the list this year. Some cities that have never made it before are Boone, North Carolina, Sun City, Arizona, and Vancouver, Washington. Again, had great quality of life, good affordability. We also have 11 cities on the list that are college towns, which isn't a huge factor we look for, but it really does help with the quality of life issue when you're looking to retire. They usually have really fun things to do, and it's usually pretty walkable. Some of those are Raleigh, North Carolina, Lexington, Kentucky, and Madison, Wisconsin. So while this list is for the best places to retire, we also have lists that are dedicated to the best places to follow your passion in retirement, where you might see like a New York or a San Francisco type of area. And we also have another one where we look at the most scenic places to retire. And our final one is best places to retire without a car. So that focuses more on the walkability issue in retirement.
Thanks for joining us. Tweet your feedback using #ForbesFlash, and we'll see you next week. Tune in every Friday morning. Same time, same place.